Hello and welcome to AnalystRising. Thank you very much for subscribing. Now that I have 1,000 subscribers, I thought a really great thing to do would be to show you my top 10 most popular videos. Before I start, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has subscribed. If you haven't already done so, please do join the bandwagon, as you'll join a really great community of people who love data and want to learn more about programming and coding in general. If you have commented, please do keep up the comments. If you haven't commented, then don't be shy. I'm here to help as many people as possible. And please do share the channel if you feel as though someone else could benefit from it. And also let me know if there's anything you'd like me to cover. I'm more than happy to do a tutorial on it. And also I'm here to help you and to try and help other people increase their knowledge of programming in general. So let's start at number 10. What is my 10th most popular video on this channel at 1,000 subscribers? It is rock, paper, scissors. Now I think this is a really great beginner tutorial. I think the most beginner tutorial is the Hello World one, but I think this rock, paper, scissors is like the one you do after Hello World. And it's a really great sort of way of testing your knowledge of if statements. So on the right we have a copy of the code, and then as you can see it really is a good test of your if statements. So we're using the random module here, and we're using a couple of functions within there, and we're creating a function called choice, and then we're sort of using if statements to, if one version is this, then and your version is this, then the player wins, and so on. So I think it's a really good next step up from the Hello World beginner code. At number 9, we have the dealing cards. What I do in this tutorial is I use the iter tools and the random modules to create a card deck, and then also show you how you shuffle the cards and deal them to 2 players. At number 8, we have the bouncing ball. Now this is a really great introduction to tkinter, where we create a simple bouncing ball effect without the effects of sort of gravity or friction, etc. I do have a second version tutorial of the bouncing ball where I do include those sort of more real world effects, and what you should end up with is a sort of standstill of the ball, and it has a really good sort of with real world physics. So together you should be able to have a really good understanding of sort of how to create sort of bouncing ball effect using tkinter. At number 7, I have the tutorial where I show you how you convert a TXT file to a CSV file. Now CSV stands for comma separated values. So what we do is we import a TXT file into the Python shell, we read the file, and then we separate each value with a comma, and then we export it again. This is the code on the right. At number 6, I show you how you can then export your finished Python program or project into an executable file, so that you no longer require the Python shell for your code to run. And what I do here is I create a very simple sort of random program, because what's actually written in the Python shell is not actually needed. It's the sort of exporting using command prompt, which is the main part of this tutorial. At number 5, so we're halfway through, what is the 5th most popular video on my YouTube channel? It is a music player. So this is where sort of I show you one of the potentials of what you can do with tkinter. So what I do is I use Pygame and I use it with the tkinter module, and I also use the OS module as well. And what we do is we create a sort of music player where you have like a list of songs, you can select each song and then it will play, and you can also have the options to pause or to stop the song and then play it again, or you can even change the volume. So it's a really great sort of GUI project. And there's 3 parts to this, and part number 1 is my sort of most popular one here, but I do recommend watching parts 2 and 3 as well, so you really know how you can get to the finished product. Number 4. So this is where I show you how you can export to an Excel file And this is using the pandas module where we create a data frame, and then we also use pandas to write the data frame to an Excel, the data we've created to an Excel file, and then save it also as an Excel file. And then number 3, so the top 3. Number 3 is importing an Excel file. So we had the export before, now we have the import. And it's interesting that together as well. But we also have the, what we do here is we also use the pandas module, very short code. I think a really great sort of really short code to learn. And we just used pandas.readExcel file, readExcel function to read the Excel file. And we also use sheet name to specify what sheet we want to import. And what this does is it imports a particular sheet in an Excel document into the Python shell, ready for your own transformation and analysis. So number 2, in at number 2 is drop-down lists. Another sort of great GUI project here, and we're also using the TKInter module, and what we do is we create a sort of basic drop-down list, and I explain each line in detail, giving you a walkthrough, and we use both numbers and text. And then the most popular video on AnalystRising is, drumroll, PDF data extractor. So similar to the Excel, what I do with this though is I get a PDF, I created a small PDF in this case, and I import it into the Python shell, and I extract all of the information from the PDF into the Python shell, ready to, for your own transformations and analysis. In this case, it's just text. So what I've done, I've just taken all the text from a PDF and put it into my shell environment. Okay, so those are the top 10. So the most popular is the PDF data extractor, and the least popular of my top 10, if that makes sense, is the rock, paper, scissors. And then we have sort of .py, bouncing ball, dealing cards in between. So I just want to say thank you again for subscribing. If you think, a couple of your mates or someone else would benefit from it, please do let them know about this channel, and please do spread the word. And thank you very much for subscribing. Goodbye.